Good morning, off-the-grid-ers. Brian calling from Online Land Sales with another edition of Off the Grid, motivational and technical training for off-the-grid living. Welcome. Today I'm going to talk about washing your clothes off the grid, washing and drying your clothes off the grid. There are a number of options for off-the-gridders when it comes to laundry. One option is the way your grandmother used to do it, or your great-grandmother, just in a big galvanized bucket with soap and water. Just wash the clothes by hand and then wring them a little bit, and then get them into the clear water to get rid of the soap, rinse them in clear water, and wring them, and possibly rinse them again in clearer water, right, and wring them again, and then dry them. Grandma would probably hang them on a clothesline outside to dry. You can do this today and it works beautifully. Other options are, well, there are little like hand crank washing machines. Some of them look like you can buy them, at stores like Walmart, etc., Amazon. You can buy little foot powered or hand powered washing machines that are kind of like, oscillating machines. They look like little trash cans, maybe about the size of a small trash can. You can put your clothes in there and oscillate and get them clean that way, much like grandma's hand washing, but it's a little bit automated with a foot pedal or a hand crank. An upgrade from that would be like I know my great grandmother had in her house. She died in the 90s, I believe, but I remember when I was a little boy in, say, the 70s or 80s, I would visit my great-grandmother's house, and she had one of those old-school washing machines with a wringer built into the top. So it was a basic washing machine, bucket washing machine type setup, and then when the clothes were done washing, she would wring them through like this press. It was like a press. It was like two rolling cylinders that would press the clothes dry, and then she would hang them, to get the most of it, and then she would hang them outside. My great-grandmother died with that laundry machine. I guess she just used it for a long time, and even though there were plenty of modern, conveniences around her, when she finally passed, she didn't want any of them of interest. So there's some other interesting options for you to use to wash your clothes when you're off the grid. You can just get like a mop bucket. And it has that wringer built into it, so you can actually wash your clothes in the mop bucket, and then wring them in the wringer that's actually built into the mop bucket. All right, that's an option. Plungers are great. You can take a plunger, just a standard plunger, and use that to plunge around in your galvanized bucket. If you want to do a really nice job, you can get a 5-gallon plastic bucket with a lid and cut a little hole in the lid so you can slide the plunger handle through it. And then you can put your clothes in there with your soap and water, and you can use the plunger to oscillate the clothes and water and soap and get them clean. So you can use the plunger, right, just up and down. There's also, there are special plungers that are actually made for washing clothes. So you can buy one of those. They're a couple bucks more than a regular plunger. But you can get one that's especially made for washing clothes. It has a special suction configuration so it washes the clothes better. As far as drying, there's some interesting options. I mean, don't hesitate to build an indoor drying rack near your stove, so you can dry indoors with the warmth of your wood-burning stove, especially on a rainy day, right? And here's another interesting note as far as hang drying. A lot of people think they can't hang dry in the winter, but they can. On a cold, freezing day, below freezing, you can still go outside with your clothes and hang dry them in the wind, and they will dry. Right? So there are some ideas for off-the-grid clothes washing. Hope you enjoyed them. Have a great kick-butt day out there. Improve your land or improve your knowledge about off-the-grid living. Come back and visit us daily for short motivational technical trainings like this one. Enjoy your day. Thanks so much for visiting. Once again, Brian, Online Land Sales. Thank you.